Hey guys, what's up? It's Tori. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I don't normally look like this, I promise. You should definitely subscribe to see what I normally look like. So right now, I just got out of the shower. I'm wearing a sweatshirt. My hair is soaked and I don't have any makeup on. I just wanted to sit down and talk to you guys and tell you guys a crazy story about what happened to me last weekend, because I've had a couple people that actually know me in person request this video, and I was like, that's a really good idea to tell this story for my viewers and for people that know me if you haven't heard the story yet. So basically I'm famous now, so that's another reason to subscribe if you're new here. I'm really famous. Just go ahead and subscribe before I get too famous. No, I'm totally joking, kinda. I want to be famous, but I was only famous for a day. Now it's nobody talks about it anymore. But anyways, so this story is about how I got on the news, what I found at the lake, and it's crazy. So stay tuned if you guys are interested in what I'm about to tell you. And without further ado, let's get on with the video. So today is Saturday, August 5th, if you guys were wondering. Let me just start from the beginning when this all happened. 2 weeks and 1 day ago. So it would have been Friday, July 21st. Well, me and my family have been going to the certain lake as long as I can remember, honestly. Recently we got a lake trailer, kind of it's not like an RV or like a mobile home or like a camper. It's like a trailer house. It's kind of like a house. It's one of the smaller houses, and we invested in that last summer. Usually we're gone pretty much the whole weekend. I just wanted to tell you guys that so you guys are kind of aware of the backstory to my story. But Friday, July 21st was definitely a different day for me, because this is where my story started. So me and my boyfriend Brandon, you guys know him if you have seen my channel, but we were riding the jet ski and we were just out riding. I want to show him the rope swing that I had been on before a couple years back. The rope swing is in a cove, and so we're out in the lake and I go into the cove and I'm just oh, that's the rope swing I went on, and then we see a boat. It's just like a fishing boat. I'll insert a picture over here if you guys don't really know what a fishing boat looks like, or kind of like the boat that I found. And it was just sitting there in kind of the bush area, the wooded area. And usually people park their boat if they have to go to the bathroom and they'll go in the woods. So I didn't really think much of it. I was just that's kind of weird, and I told Brandon that. And so we sat there for 10 minutes. I was just waiting for somebody to come back, or maybe they were laying down in the boat. I had no idea. That day, Brandon's car had already broke down. Another person that was visiting with my family and I at the lake and hanging out with us, their truck broke down. We have 3 jet skis. Our old jet ski had broken down also, and then we were on the boat. Boat broke also. I didn't even think about telling anybody about what I saw. It didn't cross my mind at all. 4 things had just broken down in that day. It was a crazy day. So we the next morning I wake up and I'm at the lake house, and I hear my dad talking on the phone to the wildlife officer, and the wildlife is the water police, if you will. And so naturally I asked what was going on, and he said that he had to go down and give a statement to a sheriff down at the lake that morning because he found a boat and it's reported missing. It dawned on me that I had found that boat that Friday also. So my dad saw it when we were all on the boat together, but I had saw it before him, so therefore I had to go down and give a statement to the police. So that was an eventful, very eventful Saturday. There were scuba teams, rescue teams from all over North Carolina, ambulances. There were all these different teams coming out and trying to find the missing guy. Naturally, when you have a boat in the water, there's usually somebody on a boat, and somebody was missing, so they were trying to find the guy. It was crazy because I had found the boat that this guy was missing on, and they're looking for his body, and it was crazy because I was one of the first people to find the boat, if not the first. I had gone out on a Thursday afternoon-ish, and his neighbors reported him leaving Thursday afternoon. His license and everything was it was on top of a cooler. The motor was still in the water. It was definitely an accident. Oh gosh, I have chills thinking about it. Fast forward until Friday, July 28th. We weren't going to get on the jet skis because it was very cloudy and it was about to rain, it was about to storm, and my cousin was like, yeah, let's do it. And I was like, okay, let's do it. I start riding, and I always like to go look at the pretty houses on the lake, so we went to go look at this one that people have weddings at, and I was like, oh my gosh, they're having a wedding there tomorrow, because the chairs were set up. And usually I'll keep going in that direction. I'll keep going in that direction and look at the other pretty houses. But something told me to go back to that cove that I'd found the boat at exactly a week before. And it was definitely God, honestly. Like, it was God that I had this feeling in my stomach to go look in the cove. I didn't know if it would be blocked off. I didn't know what I was going to find. We enter the cove, I'm looking, and I don't see anything. So I'm just kind of going in the cove, and I'm just driving the jet ski. Brandon's on the back, and I was going really slow, and I remember like having my foot, like I was dragging my foot in the water, just looking at the water, and I was like, I had this gut wrench, like I have cold chills now, guys, like this gut wrenching feeling in my stomach that, what if I find this guy? Like, what if I find the missing body? The first thing that popped into my mind is, if I find this body, you know, I would throw up. Like, what would I do? Like, I would be puking, like, so much. And so I just remember thinking, like, something didn't feel right in my stomach. Something didn't feel right about the area that I was in. And it was definitely God telling me to go to that cove for a reason. And the reason was, when I turned the corner on the jet ski, I see a body floating in the water. And it just hit me, and I was like, that's the body. That's the guy that, his boat I found a week before. I just stopped and I said, Brandon, what is that? And he didn't say anything. I said, what is that? And I said, that's the body. And I just lost it. Like, I just started crying. I didn't throw up, if you guys were wondering. I just start bawling. I had to go tell somebody, so I start making my way to the marina and to tell somebody at the restaurant, and I see my cousin driving by, like, trying to wave him down, and they don't stop or anything. Drive away, and I was going towards the marina, but then I follow my cousin and his girlfriend, and I'm like, hey, 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 and I'm like screaming and waving my hands, and they finally noticed me and stop. And I passed the marina by this point, and they're like, what's wrong, and I'm like, I found the body. And they're like, okay, let's go. So they go and follow me, and they are like, oh my gosh, you did find the body. He calls 911 real quick, and I go to the marina. By the time I go to the marina, my dad's there. He had already told somebody, and then the owner of the marina comes out and tells me to go stay with the body, and asked if I was okay and everything. So I have to go back, stay with the body, because she told me I had to give my statement and everything. The rescue teams come at this point after about 30 minutes, and tells us to go to the marina to give the statement, and we roll up, and it's like I'm in a movie, y'all. Like, park the jet ski, and then I climb the hill, and there's like a sheriff standing at the front of his car, and he has his notepad out, he's ready to go, and everybody like at the marina's like crowding around, and we just like walk of shame like up there. It was crazy. So we give our statements one by one in the police car or the sheriff car or whatever, and then we just wait. We waited 3.5 hours, and we just kind of watched them like bring the body into the ambulance. It literally took 3.5 hours by the time everybody got their statements done. News comes, and I had been joking the whole time about, oh, what if I'm gonna get an interview, I'm gonna be on the news, y'all. Like, I was joking. Like, I literally probably talked my cousin, his girlfriend, and Brandon's ears off about me being on the news, not even knowing that the news was actually gonna come. Well, the news shows up, and I'm like, I'm ready. And so then she goes up to my cousin and his girlfriend and Brandon, and is like, are you guys just standing here or whatever? And my cousin was like, yeah, well, we found the body. And he was like, well, actually, she found the body. And by that time, I'm walking up, because I thought she was gonna go that way and towards the group of adults, but instead she approached the group of teenagers that I was with. So I like ran back, and I was like, yeah, we found the body. And she was like, oh, so have you guys heard anything? And me and my cousin's girlfriend were like, we looked at each other, and we were like, not really. She's like, oh, okay. So she goes down, and like her cameraman, and they like set up, and they're taking pictures or whatever of the water and the ambulances and whatever. And then she walks back up to us, and she's like, wait, did I hear you guys right? It just hit me. Like, I just heard what you guys said, that y'all actually found the body. She's like, do you mean to tell me that you guys found the body? And we were like, yeah. And she said, can we interview you? And I was like, yeah, you can. I was wearing a black romper, and my hair it looked like ramen noodles. I didn't have any makeup on. I looked terrible, and this was my one shot, and like, this is my goal in life, to be on the news, honestly, and I looked terrible. We all were looking pretty rough, and Brandon's shirt actually said witness. So that was pretty funny. And so she sets up the equipment or whatever. She puts a mic on me and I'm like, well, what do I do? And she's like, I'm just going to ask you questions and you just answer them. And so, and she's like, and just watch it at 10. It's going to be on tonight at 10. And we were freaking out and it was the craziest day of my life, honestly. I'm going to insert the clip now.
In a story we broke during our 6 o'clock newscast this evening, some teenagers make a terrible discovery late this afternoon. A body in Belews Lake. The Rockingham County Sheriff's Office says the victim's an older man, but it has not released his name.
Fox 8's Susanna Black was at the scene as emergency crews investigated, and she spoke to the teens who found the person in the water. She joins us in studio with the details. Natalie Neal, while we don't know an identity, that older male found in a cove was actually in the same area where crews have been searching for Walter Otto Newman, the 72-year-old missing since last Saturday. Turns out the teams that found the body today are a lot closer to the situation than you might expect. A summer day at Belews Lake.
We like to jet ski and go out in the boat and tube and stuff like that.
These teens will never be able to forget.
Yeah, I got chills. It's like I've never seen that kind of thing before.
Tori and Brandon were riding a jet ski like they always do when they made the disturbing discovery.
We were just in the cove and I was just looking around, didn't think anything of it, and then Tori just started freaking out about the body, and I just looked over there and there it was.
I thought like my mind was like playing tricks with me, like I had no idea. And then it just like hit me and I was like, that's the body they've been looking for.
Dive crews have been searching for a 72-year-old man since last weekend after his boat was found with no one inside. Guess who found the boat? Yes, it was Tori and Brandon that time too.
Something was just telling me to like check that cove again today. And it was in the same spot that I saw the boat.
They say while it's strange, they were in the right place, the right time twice.
We've had like teams come over looking for it, and what are the odds that we find it?
They're glad they were.
We did the right thing, and we feel like we really helped it out because they can still be looking for it.
And it's really sad that this had to happen.
His family, people, loved ones, like they have some clarification for sure.
Now there are still things to learn about this situation. Natalie, we will stay on top of this and bring you the latest on air and online.
All right, Suzanne.
So that's it for today's video. I'm really sorry about this glare. I don't know if you guys have seen this glare on my face, but I'm pretty sure that I have glare on my face. So I'm sorry about that. If that's bothered you the whole video, I'm really sorry about that. But I just want to thank you guys so much for being supportive of me and my channel. And I have a lot of new videos coming for you guys. I've just been very, 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 very busy. So busy. It's so crazy. And I just come to update you guys and tell you guys where I've been and what's been going on in my life and this crazy story that just happened. It's a crazy experience, craziest thing of my life, honestly. If you guys want to subscribe to my channel, the button will be right here. Make sure you hit the notification bell. It'll be right down below. And if you guys want to see my last 2 videos, they'll be right here. And also make sure to give this video a big thumbs up for me if you liked it and want more sit down talk videos. Thank you guys again so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye bye.